Hello, welcome to the Moon Dweller and welcome to the month of February. This is our snow moon month. Today I've brought on my mom, the astrologer, so she can give us an overview of what this month has in store for us and how we may want to even situate ourselves in this month. So Mom, what would you say are the key highlights for this month of February?
Okay, so this month, February, we have two dominant themes. The first one is Mercury is going to be retrograde for 2/3 of the month. So until February 20th, we're looking at being able to go inside our minds. Mercury is retrograde in Aquarius. So what we want to look at is the air theme. So this month we have the first of all three Mercury retrograde cycles. All three will be in air, and this first one being in Aquarius sends us more into like our deeper mind or our higher mind. And so it's a really beautiful place to start for the year, because it isn't about doing the little shallow intentions or the shallow energies. It's like we get to go up to that place where we can vision things, where we can set kind of our vision, our idea for what it is we want to survey the whole year. This isn't necessarily a big actioning time. Action will come later, but it's about becoming very clear as to what it is we're visioning for ourselves, what it is that we are wanting to bring into our life, but through the lens of us, through what your needs are. The other big dominant theme for the month is a Uranus-Mars square. So this is going to be the dominant challenge theme of the year. We have 3 of these Mars-Saturn squares. And so we're going to have the first one, I believe it's February 16th or 17th this month. We'll feel it both of those days. And what that is, it's a bigger energy, because it's like the two outer planets. One is, just mass and density and solidness. And then the other, Uranus, that's Saturn. And then the other is Uranus, which Uranus's only motivation wherever it goes is to disrupt stuck energy, to remove stuck thought forms, literally stuck even Earth, we could say. Like it's an earthquake planet. So when there's built up tension, Uranus comes in to release that tension. And so when we have that force coming in square, so square is a challenging energy. It's a 90-degree energy. And what it does is it's that point where it makes us take action. So the Mercury retrograde won't have us in such action as much as more of a plan. So we might have an opportunity to have some sort of epiphany, some breakthrough, but the big dominant energy, because we have so many planets in Aquarius on top of this other, the retrograde, the squares, and excuse me, Saturn is in Aquarius. So that energy that is all about shift and breakthrough, and again, new vision, new clarity, is being challenged by Uranus. So it's sort of this, putting a plan to action for what it is that we do want to have removed. But the big key word would be change, shift, change. So if we're doing affirmations, one of the affirmations, something like I am open to change, or I am flexible and open to change. I am willing to shift where I need to shift with ease and grace. Anything having to do with shifting energy. That's what we're looking at for this month. That's sort of the overview of how I would be orienting myself. Open, flexible, being willing to adapt to the changes that are happening around us, doing what it is we need inside to make that sort of mental shift to not, I think one of the big things is to not judge other people's opinions. That's another big Saturn, Mars, Uranus square, is allowing others to have different viewpoints than you, and that maybe, you know, each has intel that is important to each other so that we can grow and expand. So that is sort of the theme.
And it sounds like the new moon and full moon is really going to set us up to do the work with the new moon in Aquarius.
So when we have new moon in Aquarius, it always ignites again the vision. No matter what, there's just much more fuel for this particular new moon. And then the full moon, and so anytime we have new moon in Aquarius, it's one of the big ones of all the new moons, because and again, so much of the power is that we can experience this on a sort of super conscious level, on a higher plane, higher mind. That's why, even though I'm speaking in terms of like action energy, that with the square of Saturn and Uranus, it's the first square of 3. And so it's more of like being able to look at where we need to make those changes, and then we'll act later. So the retrograde gives you lots of opportunity to rewire the mind, to connect, create a sort of languaging, sorry, our cats are doing something over there. A languaging with higher self, with higher beings, inner beings, you know, our teachers, our angels, our guides. That's so working with that energy for the month, I think, will be ideal, of not trying so much to get everything out as much as correct inner dialogue, connect in with higher self or inner authority, however you want to look at that, shifting whatever needs to be shifted in here in order to understand better, to have a broader, bigger understanding. And then we can kind of act on those epiphanies in the last third of the month, and even going into March.
Cool. Thanks for this overview, Mom.
You're welcome.
Okay, so that is our overview of what this February snow moon month looks like for us. We are really honing in and focusing on our visions. And if you're looking for some inspiration or direction on what your affirmation should be to write in your monthly circle, again, my mom was saying that an affirmation of "I am flexible and open to change" is a great one to use for this month, as well as "I choose what to believe," connecting back to your higher self, your inner mind, going back to what is true and authentic to you. And this week, let's take a look at what our focus words are too. For this week's focus words, it is all about the connection and attunement with others. So we begin this month with our moon in Libra, giving us the word harmony. And with this word, I always like to connect it back to music, thinking about what is the harmony in the song, how are all the chords from the different instruments working together to create this harmonious or pleasing sound. And so right now I'm going to address all the different chords or relationships or emotions I have with myself and other people, and are they syncing together? Are they making that harmonious, beautiful song? Then the moon moves into Scorpio, giving us the word intimacy. And so for us to really be able to create that authentic, close relationship with either ourself or with another person, we need to make sure that we are doing that work while the moon is in Libra, creating that harmonious state, making sure that all of the different chords, people, or emotion that are in our lives are syncing well together and we feel good about it. Then the moon moves into Sagittarius, giving us the word generosity. And so we can ask ourselves, where in our lives can we help the people around us? Like, what do I have to offer to my community, to my neighbor, to my friend, to a family member, maybe even your pet? What do you have to offer to help other people? It is the service to others, and we are, again, we built up from that harmonious state to where we're all in sync together. And so we're vibrating at a high level. Our inner light is shining. And so how can you continue spreading that out and giving it to other people, or the people around you who really need it? So what a beautiful week to start the first month of February. We are harmonizing, connecting, and giving. And in general, again, back to what my mom was talking about, how this is a really strong month to really hone in on our visions. And in case you want to know, the new moon is in Aquarius this month on February 11th. And then we have our full moon in Virgo happening on February 27th. So I hope you have a happy February and happy new visions as well. Thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching, and make sure to subscribe to the MD YouTube channel so you never miss out on the latest tips. Also, check out our Instagram and Facebook at The Moon Dweller for daily cosmic inspirations, and if this Moon Dweller calendar calls out to you, visit themoondweller.com where you can purchase this book.